You're going.
All right, everybody hear me?
You're going.
All right. Obviously, very disappointed. Very disappointing loss. I knew all week long this was going to be a very talented James Madison football team. This was, we knew this coming in that they were very talented, and you know, hats off to them. They made the plays when they had to make them, and but we, you know, we didn't help ourselves in a lot of areas, and that was very disappointing on our part. Again, our goals are still in front of us. We start conference play next week, and we've got to find a way, and we got to find a way to keep getting it, you know, getting better. I was very proud of our players that even though down, they never gave in. They kept battling back, fighting back, and you know, and for us to go up 45-41 with 2 minutes to go was you know, just regardless how bad you might have played the first half, we had to lead, and but for us not to be able to hang on to that was very disappointing, and you know, again, I'll give them credit.
Bad lead rush for a lot of yards. Were you guys prepared for that coming into the game?
You know, yes, we were. We knew he was very talented. You know, I'd played against him, you know, when he was at Georgia Tech. Very talented player. You know, we've got glaring weaknesses right now. They show up every week, and obviously the quarterback run game is one of them. Stopping the pass is another. And so, you know, it's I'm gonna give him credit. He's a very talented athlete, though. But we've got to help ourselves out too.
How much were you hurt by the absence of Zach Wood?
You know, I think that hurt us a little bit. I do. You know, until we go back and look at film, it's really hard to say. You know, like I said, I'm proud of the fact that our guys never gave up. I mean, they kept fighting back, and I mean, against a team like this, you've got to be able to have that final hit right there. And you know, we were actually trying to slow it down before we scored with 2 minutes to go, and you know, just we should have slowed it down a little bit more.
Who was lined up against Ankara, and how did you try to accommodate for the sacks that he just kept bringing on?
Oh, I'm sorry.
On Ankara, on the offensive line, who was lined up against him?
Well, I mean, we were trying to put. They were doing what we call an ET stunt, where they were moving, especially on third down. They were twisting their front on us, and they were doing a good job moving around, but they were getting a lot of the penetration in the middle, you know, and so they kind of had us. We had to back our guys, you know, trying to get those guys off the ball a little bit more, but. Yeah, I thought we did decent at times, passing off their stunts in the middle, but again, they got us several times.
Chad Pursley obviously saw some time throughout the game. What did you see from him during the week that made you want to play him a little bit?
Well, you know, we had Chauncey had been out most of the week in practice, and Chad had a really good week of practice, and so we thought we would go ahead and go with Chad and get him some reps, and you know, if anything, it helps create some depth for us down the road.
How clutch were the 3 interceptions?
No, it was huge. You know, I think all 3 interceptions, I think we came up with turnovers or came up with points, and so that was huge to get. You know, again, I thought that you know, when we did make plays, we were able to capitalize on them, and that was good to see. Again, I was proud of our student body. I thought, you know, they were into the game, and you know, and they had every right not to be in the game, especially there for a little while. But again, we've got to do a better job of taking advantage of some other opportunities that we got throughout the course of the game.
You go for the onside kick with just under 4 minutes left. Was there any temptation in your mind to kick away and let your defense try to stop them? And what factors went into that decision?
Well, there was. I thought at the 8-minute mark when I chose to punt, I was kind of questioning, you know, at that point, you know, should I went for it right there, but we chose to punt it, and then kept thinking, well, if we get the ball back, we really hadn't stopped them, you know, and if we, you know, get the onside kick, that if they're gonna get the ball, they're gonna get it in midfield. If they score it, it's gonna be a shorter field, less time off the clock. So that was kind of weighing into that.
I know you mentioned.
You talked about another kind of slow start in the first half. Then at the start of the second half, we get a quick interception, and then that turns into a quick touchdown.
Yeah.
Is there any adjustments you made at halftime?
Well, I mean, we just challenged them. I mean, I was very disappointed in our start, and I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, we had a great warm-up. We had a great week of practice. But I thought our energy on the sideline was I thought it was atrocious. I really did. And, you know, I don't know, you know, we're a 1-2 football team. I mean, you know, yeah, you play against some really good opponents, but, you know, we were fixing to play another really good opponent, as we did tonight. And we had talked about that all week long, that we had to bring the energy. And I was very disappointed in the first half. So halftime, obviously, challenged those guys. And, you know, they responded.
What were your thoughts on the two freshman running backs again today?
Well, you know, again, I thought they did a really good job. I mean, they're freshmen and doing some good things. Obviously, you know, they're heavily involved into this thing, and it's a challenge right now for these guys. They're, you know, we're trying to play fast, but you know, you're also trying to play catch up too. And so you gotta keep these guys rolling, try to keep them as fresh as possible.
What was your thought in changing a little bit of what you did against TCU, because you had a little more shorter routes running against TCU, and then there weren't that many, there were more long routes?
Yeah, I mean, we felt like we needed to run the football. I thought we could run the football a little bit better tonight than what we did, and obviously, I mean, we did. We ran for 200-something yards, but you know, I really thought to get it going, we needed to be able to establish the run, and you know, again, you know, that was just kind of the feel for it that we had, and we were trying to move our guys all over the field as far as a receiver standpoint, but they again, I'm gonna give them credit. They did a good job.
Chad Hedlund hit a 52-yarder in the first half. Did he have to try to lobby you or sell you on the idea of letting him kick that long?
No, I was. I just felt like we had the wind at our back, and he had hit it at practice, and so it was really good for a great experience for him right now to be able to hit that. He's definitely an asset and definitely a weapon for us, and so it was good to see.
Anything else, guys?
Coach, how much of this sack today do you think was attributed to Matt holding onto the ball a little too long?
Yeah, I thought that was some of it. I really do. I thought that you know, and I've said this. You know, Matt got us to the lead, but there's times that, you know, Matt tries to do too much, and those are things as a young quarterback you learn, and you know, it's a trust factor, and he's done a really good job the first 3 weeks of the season, and I thought he did. I thought he held the ball a little bit too long at times, and but I also thought that they did a good job of penetrating the front, you know, and so some of it's not just on him, it's on a lot of guys right there.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
All right.